Y'all, I got double confirmation for you. So the reading that I did earlier about that King of Swords who had been the mastermind of some plan but was kind of hidden in the cut but sent like others to execute something for their benefit so they could receive some sort of yes, and little did they know that they're about to receive a huge no. Well, I just had a nap that I awakened from, and I had confirmation during that dream state. This is crazy for me because I just put everything together to let you all know that, this actually is happening. But I feel like, again, it's a collective energy, especially for those of us, because what happened for me just now that made me hit record to get this message out was we were on our way traveling somewhere as per a reading. It felt like we were on the plane, we were on the tarmac, and we finally were able to take a lift off, because I also heard confirmation that same day of that reading that we were about to take off. And I put that on the community tab. Well, listen, you guys, even before I laid down and took the nap, I'm like, well, damn, did the plane get shot down? Like, did the plane, last thing I remember, we were in the air. Like, we were about to be, walking into like this royal courtyard of a situation. But, I'm like, well, what happened after that? I'm just so used to my readings coming in sequences, so I was kind of left out. And I know you probably were wondering, if you follow, yeah, we were on our way somewhere, and then you're looking at your real life situation, well, this don't feel like paradise. Well, I concur. I feel the same way. But anyway, you guys, woo, here's what happened, y'all. So my dream was I was on a bridge traveling across a bed of water. I don't even know a body of water. It was a bridge, right? Where it was 3 lanes. And I remember specifically, I'm on foot. Everybody else is in the car. People to the left, to the right, in front, behind me. I didn't see really behind me, but there were cars. I was traveling on foot in these lanes. So that means I had enough pace to keep up with an actual car by way of just my own ability, right? And nobody was questioning it. Nobody was, trying to offer me a ride. They just went along with it. Nobody paid any attention that I didn't. I was not in a vehicle, but I was still traveling. I was in the middle lane, to be exact. And I was keeping up with the car in front of me. Matter of fact, the car in front of me was going hella slow, and I'm on foot and they're in a car. And I was thinking, should I go around? Well, anyway, you guys, after I never made it across the bridge, but what I noticed was there was a car who came up beside me, but I identified it as somebody I was familiar with, really familiar with, who I knew was a hidden enemy to me. They came in the car and passed on my left side, and I kept my eye on them because I'm like, oh, they want to see me fail. They want to see me get in an accident. They want to see me not make it. These are things that I was describing to myself in my dream, but keeping an eye on them because I know they're a snake, right? So I'm like, no, I'm going to make it across this bridge. It's not any trouble. I mean, I'm traveling with the speed of the cars and I'm on foot. This is what I'm telling myself in the dream. So I saw the car, and I'm like, they're probably watching me through their rear view mirror is what I was telling myself, but I'm going to give them something to see because I'm going to make it. But you guys, what happened was, I don't know what happened after that, but what came next is I'm in my room, cleaning up my room. It's a mess. It's like a disaster in there. I don't know why. It just is what it is. And it's not my room. I was in somebody else's room on top of that. So I'm rearranging things I need to start throwing stuff away. I was trying to get rid of clutter or whatever it was I was wanting to do there. I hear this person approaching the outside door to that room I was in because I could hear my voice. They were playing one of my readings out loud, on speaker. It sounded like that's what it was, because I had to pause, is that me? But I already knew it was them before I even saw who it was. I don't know what that's about, but I guess this is that hidden enemy sort of energy coming up. So y'all, they came in and their approach to me was, I'm gonna have sex with you. I'm gonna have sex with you because that's personal for me, because that was not going down in the physical or in the 3D, but they had been trying in the 3D, but it was a no. It was a hard no. So it was at this point, it's like even in the dream state, I'm like, I can't believe they're still trying. And I know he's not about to, RAPE me. I know that's not about to happen. That's what I was thinking in the dream state, y'all. Anyway, what ended up happening, y'all, was they laid, we sat down on the bed because I knew something was wrong. They gave me a piece of paper. It looked like an appointment. It had letters on it, like all cap letters, like it was like a location they needed to go to, but it's like somebody cut out a piece of paper to give to this person. So they showed me this piece of paper, but for me, the disappointment that I even took on, not even knowing exactly what it was that I read, it was the knowing of, oh, this is bad. This is bad. So it came to a point where, okay, I know we had our differences and all this kind of stuff, but I offered to drive them just to maybe offer up some sort of assistance to their appointment. It was medical. So that's the news that they're going to receive. But y'all, this is already coming in the reading. So this is like quadruple confirmation at this point. So you guys, after that, how in the world was it that I, and along with others, had to be rescued off of a Ferris wheel at night? And the Ferris wheel it wasn't on top of the water, but it was close to the water to where when you go around the Ferris wheel, you get to look down at a body of water. It was all lit up. It was nighttime or whatever. But you guys, I remember this because it was next to the bridge, but I assume it was during the day, so it wasn't as beautiful as when I saw it. When I went to get on this Ferris wheel, I was being rescued off of it. It's as if the Ferris wheel got stuck in the air. One of those situations. And this lady, I asked her something about the ride because I obviously didn't even know how I got on the ride to begin with. So I must have blanked out or something. And she was there to rescue me. We went through the harnesses. We went through this whole maneuver like, oh, well, grab this. Oh, this is hurting me. Let me try this way. And I said, well, why did you choose me? And she said to me, because you were the calmest. I told y'all earlier, keep calm, right? Remember this? Y'all, even as I go through the dream, I'm like, wow. She said I was the calmest. So she was helping me out this apparatus. And then she had an apparatus thing. I was supposed to get on with her. You guys, that was some sort of rescue attempt because something either malfunctioned or something. But you guys, I found out later because she came back and told me something. It was a whole thing to where we wound up in some sort of hotel room somewhere. And I after I woke up, I'm like, this must have been like a guardian angel sort of situation. Well, when I woke up, I received news that a plane had crashed, y'all. And I'm like, okay, well, I was on a Ferris wheel because it had the lights and everything. And then when I looked down, it was like a body of water. So if she didn't catch me, I would have fallen into the water. But what it sounded like, it had already happened. But, and I was asking myself even, I asked her, I said, well, why don't I have any bruises? Why don't I have any cuts? Why does not my head hurt? She never answered. I don't know what happened with that situation. Y'all, I didn't have any bruises, you guys. There was nothing broken. Here's another part. This is the last part. Somehow I wound up in a Walgreens somewhere where it was a cashier and they were asking me about if I was here to pick up. Obviously, I felt like I was there to pick up prescriptions. So that was my whole point of going there. So they called out my name and they read 2 prescriptions out loud. But the thing was, they didn't have any new prescriptions for me because what they called out, I was able to identify with the cashier that those prescriptions were from like a year ago for something. I don't even know what. But I was like, wow, I don't even have any prescriptions. And then I was, in addition to that, I was saying, I don't have any bruises. But there was obviously some sort of event that took place, y'all. Y'all, this is crazy. Pay attention to your dreams, y'all, because it's going to tell you everything. It's like, I want y'all to be able to do that and then come over to me and confirm everything like I just did, y'all. Here's the summary. They're about to receive some very disappointing news, but we knew this, y'all. But there you have it. But this was for them tampering with us. This is for them sitting back, executing plans against us and them not working, not going through, you guys. I don't know what's happening after the discovery of, we've been in an accident, but we didn't know it sort of thing, because I told y'all earlier in the reading that we have our people taking care of us, making sure that we're good. So if they have to, erase our memory of an accident or something that happened to us in a dream state or whatever that is, and we don't wake up with any actual cuts or bruises or like we're not, y'all, I don't know how deep this rabbit hole goes, but anyway, I just wanted to share this with y'all. Y'all stay calm. They got us. I hope this helps.